Hello, hello, good evening, good morning or good afternoon if you are joining us from Europe, and welcome everybody to a mini stream. Yes, this is only going to be a mini stream. I am limiting this. In fact, I have a countdown timer right now, 20 minutes, just 20 minutes, and we're going to look at what Bitcoin is doing, because despite the fact that yesterday I did mention that I am not trading right now, and for me this period is just a no trade zone and I will be getting on with other stuff. A lot of you seemed really concerned and you wanted to know what is going on with Bitcoin. So instead of everyone DMing me, I'm going to put out one video. I'm going to spend 20 minutes doing this, then I'll get back to what I was doing, and this can serve as reference for all of you checking it out in the future. So here we are. We had a beautiful green candle. Lovely, lovely, beautiful green candle. This is on the 15-minute chart. I'm using Bitfinex due to the volume that actually comes out of Bitfinex. A little bit more accurate and stable than some other sources. So if you guys have a question on YouTube, you can put a capital letter Q. Otherwise, if you are on the Discord server, you have to make sure you tag me. Otherwise, I may not read the message. And if I don't answer your message, then I'm sorry. Right, so let's have a look right now. This is Bitcoin. Big green. It went up. It went up. Just to the top of the wick there. It went up almost $300. It went up $300 in no time at all. How do I know it's no time at all? If you come and you look at the 3-minute chart, you can see that in the space of 9 minutes, it completed that massive ascension of $300, i.e. $100 per 3 minutes, or about 30 something dollars per minute. Obviously, it kind of went up and down and up and down. So, what is happening? In order to work out what's happening, we're going to have to zoom out. So let's go to the hourly chart. Let me scale it down a little bit here. Okay, and I want you guys to get used to drawing these so that then you can understand where we are standing in the market. Just going to go up to the 4-hour right now, because we taught these skills so that you guys can be slightly more self-dependent. And I appreciate that we haven't yet taught everything. And yeah, it's been a little bit. I want to hear your opinion about XRP and the future of this coin. No opinion, no future. I'm literally just going to, any questions like that, it's just going to be machine gun. You guys can ask, and I'm just going to knock them out of the field. Right. So what do we need to do? Hello, Sparky Mark. Sparky Mark. You come and you draw a trend line. You guys have seen me draw trend lines millions of times. We've had an episode talking about drawing trend lines. We draw trend lines almost every single episode. Okay. So you draw it right from the peak up there. Come down and you touch as many points as you can. Okay, so that one there, we touch right at the top, we come down, we touch here, we don't touch here, we don't touch here. So what do we do then? Let's zoom in. Let's come back all the way up to this peak here, and we can refine and make sure, yeah, we are touching right at the top. Trading views being a little bit of a pain. Okay, so what we can see here is that we came down, came back up, hit the trend line, came back down, came back up, we hit it, tried to break through, it was a false break. Came back down again, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, that is one trend line. You can also draw another trend line, okay, around from here, okay, to there. You can draw as many trend lines as you want. Trend lines are basically where the trend is generally going, okay? However, what we need to have a look at and what we need to maintain is one major trend line, which is from the bottom here, okay? And if we come down and we take 2 beautiful points, you can take a point from down here. I'm going to switch on magnet just so that then it sticks to the bottom of the stuff. Okay, so this here, we're going to take this now as our bottom trend line. All right, this is the trend line of Bitcoin, and if we zoom out a little bit further, you can see that it kind of goes off in the distance here. You can also draw one from here. Oops, no, I should select the tool first, techie. And let's come down, select from there, come up to there, and you can see here now why people are getting kind of the 3K, 4K numbers. So, right, this is the trend line. I'm going to delete these extra ones because frankly they're a bit of a pain in the ass for me. Okay, and we can just focus. Let's focus on this big one coming down and this big one coming up, which based our 6K drop. This is where our 6K came down, touched, and bounced back over. So that there appears to be the most valid trend line used by many people because that is the one that had the biggest drop. If you guys also want to see another trend line, which may be of a point of interest, you can draw one kind of... go away, magnet. You can draw one coming up like that, which was previously the trend line when we were first dropping and people were only expecting us to go down to 8,000. So what happened? We came down, we bounced off of this trend line, and we went up. We already covered previously to you guys what actually happened with this bounce, okay? And why I did not believe this here was the bounce. one key thing, one core thing to remember, guys, is this. Okay. Previously, when we were coming down, okay, we had some hard days of dropping, okay, followed by some beautiful bounces. We had some other hard days of dropping, followed by some bounces. Now, where we are right now, you can see that in the grand scheme of things, how we have dropped, okay, versus how we have gone up, does not really correlate to how we have been dropping in the past with the bounces that we have had there. We had a tiny little, look, we're zoomed out, just so you guys can get a little better perspective on how things are happening. We came down quite slowly, we only bounced up a tiny amount, and now we're going sideways, okay? And what are we doing? Where are we heading? Where is everything going? Again, this here is the 4-hour chart, okay? We can simply come and we can draw our trend line from the top here, which was our big wedge, our big descent. All right, so you guys can see it clearly there. We've drawn all these trend lines previously, so that then you guys can see everything, and we've drawn there. So right now we are in this empty space. Okay, we have been in this empty space. We have been in what I like to call no man's land. No man's land is actually a piece of land that exists between the borders of 2 different countries. Okay, and essentially it belongs to no one and no laws apply. That is essentially where I believe that we are right now. And the way that these pumps have been happening, almost on a daily, and if we go down to the hourly, not 600, 60. If we go down to the hourly, almost every single day we have had a pumper clock. There's the pumper clock from yesterday, okay? And we've had various pumper clocks at various times. Today's one didn't come. You remember we spoke previously about dumper clock, and then it changed for a while into dumper clock, and then it changed into dump and pumper clock, and then pumper dumper clock. And then essentially then we had this this massive pump here. We had pumper clock followed by dumper clock, and today we have this. I haven't been looking at Bitcoin all day. I'm going to show you guys my chart that I have been following for the 15-minute, just so you guys can get an idea of the trend lines that I had previously and where we have been going. Let's enlarge that there. Okay, so here you guys can see I had a channel moving up. Okay, this here was a fake break. This here was part of manipulation, so I corrected the wave down to here. That is not Elliott wave theory, don't comment on that. We had another attempt at a break, and then we started to go down in a downward channel. Okay, and you guys can very clearly see here we have a downward channel in the white lines. I don't know why they're white, can't be bothered to fix them right now. And then we've had a massive pump out and over again, this is quite a pump out and over this channel completely. Okay, and what am I expecting to happen? I'm expecting us to come back into here. Some people are saying that we're having a flag right now, and that could be potentially true if you come up to the 15-minute and you zoom in. Yeah, if you zoom in here like that, okay, you could very easily kind of draw this as a potential flag that will happen, or there we go. Okay, and then you can have the final line or the pole of the flag coming all the way down here. Some people will say it's a flag. I don't know, to be frank. I don't know, but I do not trust this. I do not trust it. When the first person sent me a DM and said, "Techie, have you seen Bitcoin? What the hell?" I laughed. I laughed because it just looked so damn ridiculous. You know, it doesn't quite. It's still not doing it for me. And personally, I'm happy just sitting in USDT and getting on with some other stuff. Now, what should you guys do? That's entirely up to you. Okay. I'm going to show you guys now. I'm just going through the process here. Okay. I'm just going through the full process to tell you guys how I am analyzing this situation. Okay. I'm not telling you what you should do or what you shouldn't do. So Magic Poop Cannon. It's a public chart. I don't need this permission anymore. Bitcoin is printing a bull flag. Here's the 411. Okay, I've mentioned him before previously with lots of different things. You guys can check him out. All right. This is his analysis. Quite a detailed analysis. Please go through and read it. I did read it very quickly, and I'll read it for you guys. Yeah. One key thing, however, the rally to the 312 had a similar look in which price above the 55 EMA, but it failed and a continuation of the self ensued. This current move is a bit different in the sense that we are now forming a bull flag, but we need to be cautious of the failure at 50 EMA. With that being said, the best thing to do is wait for a breakout of the flag pattern. That's what we just had. I know many people will say this seems obvious, but what analysis is all about. We identify patterns, blah, 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 blah. Read it, okay? You can find him, Magic Poop Cannon. He did some TA on here earlier, and he was still very, very bearish. You can also see the trend line that he was using, the black one coming up. Okay, that is the trend line that he was using. We did not bounce off of the trend line. However, this is the beautiful thing. I got to zoom out. It doesn't load the rest of the data. Ha 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 ha. There is still a big, strong channel. This is, I believe, his channel, which he drew from. Let's zoom out. In fact, let's go to 480. We'll go for the 8 hours, just so that then the candles look a little bit nicer. This is a channel that I have seen, I think, a few people draw previously. I'm just trying to remember what points they took it from. I believe I can fly. We had that one already. There is another channel. I can't remember where it's from, but since we're running out of time, I don't want to go into it too much. Crypto JC, Jerome, he also put a chart up earlier on. Again, will it last? He's asking the question. His ones are quite good because he likes to offer the possible outcomes. He actually has an upward channel, and so this pump is nothing more than still being within that upward channel. Again, you can read his full information here, okay, and you can get a very good idea as to what exactly he's talking about and what he is referencing, and what his analysis of the situation is. Personally, for me, as I said, I do not trust this. I believe this here is a false move. A lot of people do not trust this. And I've had to do a lot of thinking recently because of the way that the market is, and because of essentially the fact that at the end of the day, I'm putting up my own money in order to teach or to share knowledge with a lot of you guys, and I've decided that I'm not going to do anything that I wouldn't do with my own trading account. And if that means that I am happy staying in USDT in my own trading account, then I will remain in USDT for the challenge account as well. Does that mean that you shouldn't trade? Well, let's go and have a look at the effect of this. And I haven't checked this yet. Okay, let's go and have a look at the effect of this pump, which was 1 hour ago on another coin. Let's look at Walton. He's a coin we all know. All right. Oh God, that's really stretched. So Walton 1 hour ago had nothing. He did nothing. He was just dead. He didn't even move. He didn't even do anything. Let's have a look at Neo BTC. Neo is another coin that you guys keep talking about. Neo had a little bit of a pump. Okay, so Neo is reacting to Bitcoin. Let's have a look at AION. And this is what you guys should do. You should go in and you should see and you should reflect on how the coins are actually reacting to the movements of Bitcoin. It doesn't really appear to have moved, you know. In fact, they had a bit of a dip before Bitcoin pumped. Oh God, I think I forgot about questions. I've been gone for a few days. The challenge still out of the market. Yes, it is, but we're still talking and we're still doing things. Nano moved. Just a shame set we've had the last few weeks. We'll go down as fast as it comes up. What do you think about XRP? Someone already asked that. I don't know. I'm not watching XRP. I do apologize. I'm not a TA guy, so I don't take TA requests. I've got a question about the self-fulfilling prophecy. Is there any way to work out how many people are following and viewing most of these TAs? Yeah, you can come up here and you can go and you can check out, you know, where is it? Crypto JC. And then you can go to ideas. And then you can see here it's been viewed 1,200 times. So that's all you got to do. Just go in there and just check it out. Magic Poop. How many people checking out his chart? 22,000. That was posted 4 hours ago. 22,000 people checking it out. You could just check it out. Self-fulfilling prophecy is a very, very big philosophy that you guys can check out if you're really interested in it. And that's it. Joe saying, I see a divergence in the hourly chart. You know what, Joe? I'm going to be frank with you guys. I think every single, I think everything in the rule book goes out the window right now. Being completely frank with you all, I think a lot of TA right now, no, it's not really working, because you try to do TA on a situation like this, and when you have the manipulations, especially if it's just a little manipulation pump and dumps, okay, the ones that I will be covering at a future date in a separate theory unrelated to the challenge, how to correct these and then do proper technical analysis, you know, of basing your trend lines away from these fake pumps and dumps. Unfortunately, you can't remove them in the indicators, and their effect will affect the indicator, especially with something like MACD, which is a lagging it's a lagging indicator, i.e. the information that you get here is always delayed by a few candles while it adjusts, because it is based on historical data and not on the current data. That is why I'm saying a lot of people have seen a lot of signs recently that we are due to have quite a major drop, and this is the interesting thing, guys. Whenever we are due to see a major drop via technical analysis, a lot of the times we see a major pump. So that is you know, I can't say anything more than that. That is essentially what I have been seeing. There are so many points of up here. This is full manipulation. Okay, if you correct this down, guys, you would have seen a very beautiful kind of very basic trend going up from here to here, and then you could have drawn a line and really managed to work out this break a lot easier. The same with this one here. If this here was corrected down, and I think I already covered this in a previous stream, but you could have seen again a very beautiful, nice and even trend going up. You would have been able to detect the break a lot easier than just taking this as whatever it is and putting in a fake flag or whatever it may be. Anyway, so this here is my opinion on Bitcoin. It did peak up quite a bit. It is now back down to 87, 85. Someone yesterday, I'm just going to check and see if they actually posted anything. Fun Fibo moon phase chart. Next full moon, blue moon, March 31st. Yeah, someone is actually tracking the moon phases, the actual physical moon up in the sky phases, and seeing if there's any relation between the movement of Bitcoin and the moon. There could potentially be. There could always be something. I'm just checking if they've actually posted anything recently. No, they haven't. They essentially said that that they will buy back into Bitcoin when it reaches up to 88.88. And when I checked the chart earlier on, yeah, we didn't quite make it. So they're still sitting out. Let's switch on the EMAs, okay? And then we can have a better look at how things are going. So over here, we broke above the 55 EMA, and we've just kind of been hovering above it for quite a while. However, there is also the, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. Let me edit. Oops. No, I don't want to edit the source code. This one doesn't have the 200. Let's delete that. Indicators, and you guys can go and add this if you really wish, and you can come here and you can type in techie, and you can add that to your chart, and then yes, there we go. Now it's there. Okay, so 200. We were between the 55 EMA and then the 200 EMA, which is a much longer term EMA. Okay, and you can see here that it's been a while, and we have had multiple breaks. I just got a notification of something. No, just now. Thank you very much. I don't know who that is. But when we had our previous break, we broke above the 55 EMA. We kept on retesting it again. We kept on breaking above the 200, down the 55. Like, we were literally fighting with this EMA. And when we had this bounce, everyone went bullish. Okay, and then we had a period of riding it up, break down, riding it up. However, this time, we broke above the 55 EMA. We sat completely comfortably. We haven't come back down to test it yet. And we've even just gone and broke above the 200 EMA. And yeah, this, to me, it's a little bit suspicious, guys. That is why, again, I am not currently trading. That is why, again, I'm just sitting back. I'm enjoying. I'm catching up with a lot of other work that I've had to do. As you guys can see here, I'm busy configuring some hardware for a client, and it's good. So just, if you want to trade, you go in and you trade, but you got to understand the risks, okay? Because if Bitcoin does decide to come down, it will take you with it, and it will have no mercy. However, if Bitcoin doesn't decide to come down, then you can make a lot of profits, and everything's great. And if you check out Magic Poop Cannon's chart, okay, and you follow along with what he says, and he does give the grim outlook and the possible good outlook, okay? And if you follow along with what he says, then that's great. But you got to take note. You got to keep a very close eye. You got to have the Bitcoin chart open in one window, okay, and your trading stuff open somewhere else. Don't just go blind and trade and put in an order and think, oh yeah, I'll be safe for a few hours, and then go out with your friends and go to the cinema and watch a movie and, you know, chill out, and then come back home and be all whatever it is, and then have a couple of beers or a glass of wine, and then decide, oh, let me go and check what my investment is doing. That's not the way to play it. If you want to invest, you play it safe. You keep one eye on Bitcoin, you keep one eye on whatever you're trading, okay? That is the best advice that I can offer you guys. Personally, for me, I don't have the energy right now. I don't have the level of concentration to sit there with one eye on Bitcoin. If you really want, as a piece of advice for you guys, definitely do this. You come to your trading view, you add an alert for Bitcoin, and you say Bitcoin moving down percentage. If Bitcoin moves down 1%, okay, let's actually calculate this. So this here, $300 is 3.4%. Okay, so we want a $100 notification. So we can actually do moving down. No, let's do it moving down percentage. That will be a little bit easier. Moving down percentage, and we'll do 1%. Okay, in 2 bars. Actually, don't set this here. Go to the 3-minute chart first before you do this. Okay, Bitcoin moving down 1% in 2 bars, i.e. within the space of 6 minutes, it is moving down 1%. Okay, and you want it. You can set this expiration here. You show a pop-up. You play a sound. You play the sound for 5 seconds. All right. If you just do it once, that's all it will do. Just a little tiny beep, and you'll be like, oh, what was that? You know, microwave, or I don't know. So you play it for 5 seconds, so it plays the noise continuously for 5 seconds. You tell it to send you an email, okay? And that is what you do. And you create that as an alert. That way then you can kind of be a little bit distracted, okay? And then if Bitcoin does decide to move down a little bit, okay, then you can at least catch it. You make sure you have Binance installed on your phone. Why do you need Binance installed on your phone? If you get the email, just like you just heard my phone beep right now, if you get that email while you are out, you quickly go into Binance and you just get rid of whatever you have, okay? You got to play it super cautiously, guys, all right? However, what are we on? We're on the 3-minute. Let's not go on the 3-minute. Let's go on the 60-minute, and let's go back to Bitfinex. Just for the, there we go. So you got to keep a few things in mind, okay? You got to see where MACD is, okay? I love how this MACD looks. I mean, just look at this, guys. All right, let's go back to the previous 6K. Look at how smooth it was. Okay, look at how. Let's zoom in there. Look at how smooth this was. Look at how fluid. Don't look at the orange line. That's always fluid. Look at the blue line. Look at how fluid it is. Now let's go to today. Look at this guy. Okay? Look at how jagged edge that is. Okay? What the hell? Oh, that's a different server. No wonder why there was some shit there. Look at how jagged this is. Again, look, these are all signs to me, guys, that there is some weird shit going on, and I am not that confident in trading. Okay, I'm just sitting it out. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I've got zero stress from Bitcoin right now. There's a lot of signs, guys. Okay, a lot of signs that tell me that this is being. I do honestly, genuinely feel like this is a giant trap. This is what my gut is telling me, and whenever I trade based on my gut, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But on more often than not, it works out, and everything is fine and dandy, and everything is good. So those are the only pieces of advice I can offer you guys. You set the alert, you sit your ass down, you watch the coins. If you're gonna leave, you go away. Okay, you close it down, you prepare your sales, you prepare whatever it is. If you want to trade, you trade in the coins that you can get in a USDT pair. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, BNB, Neo, and now Qtum. Why? So you can have a quick exit. Because you don't want to have to sell into Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin is falling, and then you got to have to sell into Bitcoin. All right? But just like over here, guys, just like we had these major drops here, I am genuinely expecting some more here. In the grand scheme of things, guys, we haven't really dropped. We haven't dropped. Okay, we genuinely haven't dropped. Look at it from up here when we were at 11,700. Okay, look at how we were dropping there, and then look at how we kind of started to accumulate, moving upwards here, and then we had another set of dropping here. Yes, we had a little pump here. We had a little pump due to some G20 news. That people kind of took. I have my own opinions on that news. People kind of took this as a good sign. And people bought in. However, the general trend is still there, guys. All right. So if you're gonna trade, trade cautiously. You're gonna set your alerts. Set as many as possible. You can set it on Bitcoin and on the coin that you're trading. Set it on the 3 minutes so that it gets activated when within 2 3-minute candles it has that movement. Okay, you set it to 1%. Why 1%? So that you have enough time to come in. And then you analyze it. If it really starts to drop hard, I'm expecting another one like this. Just because of the way this candle formed, I'm expecting it to be corrected back down again, just like this. Okay, and you got to watch how it's affecting your coin. You got to watch how it's affecting Bitcoin. You got to watch how the general market is. You got to try and draw your trend lines. Okay, if you have your own trend lines coming up like this, and you had a beautiful channel coming up, okay, and you followed the corrective wave theory, and you kind of saw, yep, that's just a fake pump, so that's going to be corrected, then it comes down and stays within this channel, you're fine. If it breaks below this channel, then you understand, okay, now I got to be a little bit worried. If you come here and the RSI is all the way at the top here, okay, as it starts to drop, and it stays close to there as it's dropping, then you also know, holy shit, we could go quite low. If MACD is really pointing downwards, I don't know whether you guys know this. You can double click on MACD and you can enlarge it. If MACD is really preparing to point downwards, then you prepare yourself to get out of your position. All right, that's the only thing I can say, guys. I've actually gone over my time, which is what the beep was, letting me know that techie time has run out. We will be doing a stream tonight, potentially. I'm just really busy with a bunch of stuff. So, guys, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Oh, God, let me see questions very quickly. At this point, it seems we are waiting for a clear bullish sign or a positive bottom to buy back in, correct? Right now, I don't believe this. I am waiting for the manipulation to calm down and for a clear bullish sign, and then I will buy back in. But you guys, you're welcome to trade. You go and do your own research and follow whoever you have confidence in. Right now, I don't believe in this stuff. In fact, it looks like it's trying to go for it again. Let's go down to the 3 minute. Let's just watch this. Let's just watch this while we talk some more stuff. Yeah. Oh, perfect bull flag, man. You know, like technical analysis is just so perfect. Everything. Yeah, technical analysis is never this perfect, guys. This is why I find this comical. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait and see. I have no issues waiting it out and just chilling around and waiting to see how things pan out. Any thoughts on Qtum now that it's paired to USDT Binance? How could it affect the coin? More people will trade with it. Hey Techie, I'm now 2/3 USDT, 1/3 alt, which I bought in January on a loss now. Is it better to sell all and wait for the dip? No, if you're already in, just hold your position. But just watch BTC, and if BTC starts to dip, then you can vacate your position. Quick stream taking as long as the normal stream? No, it's not. Thanks again, man. Back to Arduino projects. Thanks, Techie. Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for the messages. Let me check on the Discord server. No, I don't see any messages on the Discord server live chat. All right, guys, I got to get back to what I was doing. Enjoy it. Be careful. Be cautious. Don't worry. Don't stress. Okay? If you make some money, be happy, but don't be egotistic. If you lose some money, don't be sad. Just learn from the lesson. A lot of people are getting caught out now. Okay? A lot of people are buying into the alts. A lot of people are buying into a lot of stuff. If you lose money, just it's part of the it's the nature of it. This is trading. Okay? This is trading. You will win and you will lose. And we've spoken about this before. So if you lose money, just accept it and move on. Okay? Don't focus. Don't stress. Don't say, oh my God, just chill. All right? And I was getting a little bit too stressed, which is why now I am chilling. I'm like, Bitcoin, you can do whatever you want. You can do anything you want. I'm not watching you no more. Okay? You can just go and you can jump and you can pump and you can dump and you can do huzzah, whatever the hell. I don't care. I'm going to wait. And then when I feel comfortable, I'm going to buy back in. When I am convinced personally that all this shit is over. Because, yeah. For me, this is just crazy. This is insane. And if a lot of very senior people in the crypto space are waiting for this to crash back down, and in the longer term, which is the key thing, in the longer term, they are still expecting Bitcoin to go down to the 6,000, possibly less range, and then I will just follow them. And I will just wait and I will chill out. And if I see an opportunity, I will take it. But, you know, I mean, I don't know whether you guys have been researching Bollinger Bands or not after we mentioned it. But, you know, there's a lot of crazy patterns that you can see within the Bollinger Bands. And I would suggest you guys check it out as well. When you're watching Bitcoin, watch it with the Bollinger Bands on, so you can realize potential points of drops or whatever it may be. All right, guys, that's it for now. Time to sign out. So have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, and yeah, we'll catch you later. Again, if we do a stream later on, it's only going to be about a lesson. So I still got to prepare that, and it's dependent on my time. So there may possibly not be a stream tonight. Yeah, but that's it. So take care, guys, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Ciao.